All right, back again. Professor Ill Will X Tyler's Wellness. Today we got a special guest, entrepreneur, fitness, boxing, mastery, master personal trainer, philanthropist. I don't know.
Legendary signing.
Yes, yes.
You know.
Our good friend here, Jarrell Miller of Keep Pushing KLL. Keep Pushing Fitness. Yes, sir. So, yeah, we're going to talk to him. We're going to dive in. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth here and see what comes up in conversation, man. Normally, what we do, me and Tyler, we kind of go off like a little bit of a reflect on last week, what we did, and kind of, yeah, just kind of catch up with each other, and then we kind of dive into a topic. So, Tyler, maybe you want to...
Oh, sure.
Well, I'm happy to meet you guys.
Hey, nice to meet you for the first time.
What's going
Why
on?
don't we let you get a little introduction?
Yeah,
Tell
bro.
us about what you do.
One of the things that I do that I take pride in is boxing. I like to box. I like learning everything about boxing. That's pretty much what I train for, is keeping the body sharp, staying ready, and preparing for whatever may come my way. For the most part, I do personal training, in-person, online training. It's always been training. I have a merchandise, Keep Pushing. Just continue to keep on moving forward. Pretty much just to sum that up. Jarrell KLL, that you can call me that. If you don't know who Jarrell is, that's Superman. That is me, the big dog in the building. What else? I make oatmeal. Oatmeal's delicious. That's what I start my day off with, some steel cut oatmeal. So a little nutrition up in there, right? Will not only dives into nutrition. I dabble with it. Pretty basic. I eat the food for fuel, of course, right? I don't do too much of the flavors, but keep it real simple.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So, me and Jarrell, we've been training. He kind of got me into boxing training as well. What was that? Title Boxing Club, not too long ago.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's where I first started with like fitness, kind of like in a professional setting. And that was a great experience for me, getting out there, socializing, teaching group fitness classes, and then also learn how to box. So that was great. Me and him, we sparred a couple times. It's pretty good.
What was that, about 6 years ago?
Yeah, that was probably, 2017, I'd say? So that's about 6 years ago.
So the crazy thing is about meeting Will. We started off working in the factory, getting after it, right?
Yeah,
you know, the 9 to 5, but we were putting like the 9 to 9s in. Like, we were really grinding. So I'm working 7 days a week, and I happen to see this guy there too. I'm like, what the hell is he on? Why is he? This guy's grinding, and he's busting his butt out here. What could be his purpose? And kind of find out we was kind of on the same page, just trying to find a way out, trying to make it come up. And he was working out here and there. Same with me. I was working out here and there, and I needed something to stay committed. So I signed up for Title Boxing, and I started off as a member there. And after a while being a member, let's say about a month, I was offered a job position, and then of course I had to bring my homie along, right? I was like, we got to find an exit out this factory. Like, we got a lot of money to spend, but we don't have no time to spend it. And we kind of dove in to the training life, and that's where things started to change, to become entrepreneurs, to try to find out a better way of living off our own means rather than working for the man.
Facts, big facts. Yeah, and it's funny, me hanging out with Jarrell, it actually brought about the meeting with Tyler, because me and Jarrell, we went overseas. We went to Germany, we went to Kaiserslautern with his cousin, Derez. He showed us.
Shout out to Derez.
Yeah,
Big shout out to him, man.
So we came back, had bought this camera, and we made a bunch of content stuff. And I was like, I need to edit it somehow. And I remember we came to, he was with me, we went to Planet Fitness. And this guy was like, I think I had the camera out. He's like, hey, you guys make like YouTube videos or something? I was like, yeah, sure. And then he's like, yeah, the guy, Tyler, he works there also. He's an editor. And I was like, all right, word. I'd never seen him or met him in my life. He's like, here, give me his number, Hit him up. We ended up hanging out. I think he came to my house and kind of showed me like, yeah, we can edit this stuff. I gave him the film. We never got it chopped up and edited.
Never.
But yeah, I still have that stuff.
Still good content.
Yeah, still a lot of good content, man. We might see it soon. But yeah, we just kind of started hanging out from there. Kind of seeing Tyler was like, yeah, he's like entrepreneur. He's doing the editing stuff. He's good with computers. We ended up starting a Michigan Mastermind, and yeah, we've all been rocking together ever since. And I think also Tyler met with Spence Crosby also.
Yeah. This whole ecosystem has
And
been.
it all revolved around fitness. We got in where we fit in. I believe at the time you were working at Planet Fitness,
Yep.
right? We were all just chiseled doing calisthenic works, right? You know, that posse at the gym, just working out together, getting after it, and then we all just kind of merged together, and that's kind of where it went. We all had the same dream, just different perspectives of how to get there. So it's amazing how things came full circle from me meeting Will and Will meeting Tyler, and I knew Spencer, and then you knew Spencer some other way, right?
Through this whole connection,
through the whole
actually.
thing, so we all just
yeah.
and it's been years in the making, man, and then progress just keeps coming. It's getting better and better. My man got the cafeteria. Is that cafe?
Cafe, yeah.
I don't know how to end that.
Yeah, nah, you're
a
chilling.
cafe, and I'm over here drinking some good old dirty chai, baby. If you ain't got one, you need to get one, all right?
Thank you. But yeah, no, this has been like just elevating every time. Like I said, if not for like you guys meeting apparently, and then like bringing in the camera from that going to Germany, I would have never gotten Think and Grow Rich from you, and never probably would have started the whole entrepreneurial mindset thing. Like this whole everything.
You read the
from
book
here.
from what he said?
Yes,
yeah.
He gave me access to his Audible account.
Wow.
And that he was like, yeah, you need to read this book. And then after I read that one book and listened to it, I was like, oh, I can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I started like, oh man, changed everything. So like, if not for all this, man, the cafe, like for me to be attached to it, all this stuff, like man, it'd be different. It'd be different entirely. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That is a life hack. Anybody wants to be independent and say they did things on their own. I really put a lot of emphasis in people who have helped me. I want to give them the flowers early and often. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you for doing X, Y, and Z. You know, anytime they need me to show up, I try to show up in the best version of myself, because these guys are always putting their best foot forward. So it's only right if I do the same thing. I'm so happy that they invited me to this podcast. I've been seeing it online. I was like, let me see if I can sneak in there and grab a coffee, and maybe they're shooting, I can pop in. But no, these guys invited me out, and that's definitely for them to have me on their mind and say, yo, we need to bring the push in. And here I am, letting you guys know what's going on in the world of fitness and how this came to be. Solid team, yeah, solid.
Solid, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like a newscaster. Like I'm just looking, I'm about to give you some news, let you know the real. That's kind of how I feel like that day we was at a GR my Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah,
Remember that day we had to get in front of the blue screen?
Yep.
And chat the whole time. I kept messing up over and over.
intense.
It was intense. This is not as intense. It's not a bunch of people on the other side of the camera like waiting for me to read the script the right way.
Holding the monitor.
Holding the
They're
monitor,
like-
big lights over their head. So this is a little bit more casual, comfortable, at the same time off the script. Like we're not even, there's no layout, so we could be rambling here and there. Find the gold nuggets in between the words, right? So
Absolutely.
we're dropping gems.
Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy how many little things we've done. We did the bar benders,
Right.
bro. Like so first off, with bar benders, let's just take that for a sec, because like that was all of us. You know, we were working out all in Spencer's garage there, and like just chill. We were like, yo, we should do a fitness event. And we were just like, all right, let's start, let's meet up, let's brainstorm. So then we went to we were also starting the mastermind at that time. So then we went to the library where we were making those meetings, started to just write down ideas on a whiteboard, like what could we do, what type of events, like pull-ups, push-ups, all that kind of stuff,
Yep.
laying it all out. And then again, just through our passion of just we knew we wanted to do something in fitness. We wanted to make some type of event. We all got together. We knew we had like audiences in our own like world. Maybe they weren't large, massive audiences, but we had an audience and we recognized that, those resources. And then we all just reached out to those and just invited people. And now from there, like now you're doing jump rope challenges, you got water challenges, like this is all like we're really tapping into all of our network now and like really making things happen from like those small little things we did first. If you think about it, you know, it's crazy.
It's amazing what we have been accomplishing as a team, because once again we follow each other on social media and we're seeing what one another is doing. I have mentioned previously that I seen Will making these podcasts, and he's been doing this for a while now, but actually posting it consistently is just another level. All right, it's another level. Sometimes you got to come back around full circle and say, hey, let me touch up on a few things. He's always been posting the content, but now it's like a little bit more consistent. Now we're seeing the words come together. Everything, the quality is getting a little bit better. I was telling Spencer, I seen him down at Motor City Casino. His brother had his first debut fight, and he won by knockout. Big shout out to my man Justin. Excellent fight right there. But I seen Spencer, and I had got a chance to give him his flowers as well. Seeing him accomplish what he's been accomplishing, he's getting sponsors. His subscribers has been going up like crazy on YouTube. I said, if you keep on moving forward, I'm like right behind you. Like I'm using your momentum, like you're guiding the way, and I'm getting right behind Will. I'm getting right behind Tyler. Whatever their avenue is, I'm trying to see what obstacles I may need to jump over. Of course, I have my own niche doing the jump rope, but it's no different from their niche as well. All right, they're still having the same turmoils. They still have to troubleshoot different things, and I'm seeing how they continue to keep on pushing, and they've been a great example for that. So I'm hoping during this podcast we can be an example to you to continue to keep on fighting for your dream, whatever it is. Continue to keep on jumping over those hurdles, chopping down those obstacles, and continue to keep going, baby.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You want to say anything to it, Will?
Yeah, this is great, man. Just a combination of all of us here sitting down, chopping it up. Jarrell, why don't you tell us about this jump rope challenge, man? We've done the jump rope challenge. Jarrell had this thing going out of Title Boxing Club, inviting the members in to do a childlike sort of fitness with just a jump rope. Very minimalistic workout, very fun, and then it expands into worlds that you wouldn't even imagine. I never knew there were so many different jump rope moves that people do.
Yeah.
It's such a unique subculture that you can dive into with all these moves. He's really expanded upon it, and he's now bringing us this full circle challenge that's challenging mentally, physically, skill-wise, and if you do this challenge, you're going to come out on the other end a different individual. I know I did. I learned a lot. Still practice some of those moves to this day, and it's definitely upped my fitness game with the jump rope.
Will,
So it's fun.
hey, thank you for bringing that up, man. Thank you for bringing that up. So the jump rope challenge, let me tell you how this thing kicked off. All right, so I told you my background as a boxer, right? So certain things in the boxing gym that some people are going to be good at. Jump roping for me was no bueno. I was not good at jumping rope, but no one shut me down. No one talked bad about me during jump rope. They continued to do their own thing. But I knew I was trash. I left the jump rope alone, right? I continued to hit the heavy bag, the speed bag. I continued to do my sparring, whatever the case is, but I avoided jump rope. It wasn't until quarantine, 2020, when I'm like, yo, I'm running miles after miles. My knees are hurting. I don't want to have to keep moving all the way out here and then having to walk back if I get too tired, whatever the case may be. The rope came in handy. I had so much fun on that jump rope. And you know what? I offered people. At that time, I was offering people, I said, yo, won't you join my jump rope challenge? You know how many people joined in? 0. 0 people. Now, let me bring that back. 1, and that was me. I only took 1. It only took 1 because after about 2 to 3 months, I had over 60 people in one challenge, right? So you have to got to go through the trials and error yourself. So I recorded myself for 30 days, progressing day after day after day after day of me jumping rope, and people were like, yo, this is mesmerizing. How you doing this? And this and that and the other. And now, of course, I was working at Title Boxing, so that kind of goes hand in hand. Everybody wants to jump rope. And just seeing members jumping rope outside of hitting the heavy bag. In between classes, they're jumping rope. So it just started to grow. And that's when I started to leak my merch in there as well. Like, we got to keep on pushing. The Jump Rope Challenge, and I'm going to tell you what it consists of. 10 minutes. All right, so it takes a long time for people to start their groove. If I can't do it, put a timer on for 10 minutes and you do what you can with what you got. At the minimum, if you're feeling super busy, right, we want to stay consistent, so we're going to work on a different area. We're going to work on just getting 10 skips in. You think that would be easy for most people to do, right? Something as simple as 10 skips, but you believe me, people come up with the most craziest excuses every time. You only make time for what you want, and they didn't want the Jump Rope Challenge at that time, but it continued to keep progressing and progressing and progressing. So 10 minutes, 10 skips a day for 30 days. I got one coming up October 2nd. That's Monday, all right? Not too far from now. Get you a rope, get you some water, and get to that Jump Rope page. DM me. Keep pushing Kal-El, all right? You can find me on Instagram, or you can find me on Facebook, Jarrell Kal-El, and I'll get you all acquainted with the former Jump Rope members. I'll let you know all the basics that you will need to know, all right? This is for beginners and all age levels. $25 to jump in, right? And at the end, I take a percentage of what you paid and I add that into the jackpot. We didn't have many jackpot winners over time, and you can be a jackpot winner as well if you want to jump with Jarrell, all right? I got something for you, baby. I got something.
Oh yeah.
Bars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was that bars?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That was fire.
Going in.
I will say, I mean, from personal experience, you join that Jump Rope Challenge, you will come out a changed person. As we were saying, like, heck, even 10 skips a day, you will find that you might even find yourself trying to justify, I couldn't do the 10. No, you will do it. Discipline yourself. You will now develop discipline beyond what you thought you could before. Again, you're going to find when you slip up. You're going to find, like, what things make you feel like you can't do things. Like you said, just something basic, 10 skips a day, if you can at least get that every day. I filmed for you the whole award ceremony. Bro, the turnout of that was fantastic. Whole bunch of people, the trophies, awards, monetary prizes. You don't want to miss out on something like that. It's a huge community. Like, that was something.
And like I said, there's so many benefits to jumping rope, right? A lot of us aren't getting in our 30s. We're like, oh, we got these problems with my knees, but I got to continue to keep running. If you don't want to run, why are you running? What are you training for? If it's not for the training purpose, you're not trying to do a marathon, 10K, well, what are you running for? You can get cardio other different ways, right? We can ride bikes, right? We can go swimming, or we can jump the rope. We can stay at home if you don't have no one who lives below you, right? You can jump the rope. Trampoline's a good cardio, something that's going to keep the heart rate up for a certain amount of time, right? Just to be in that heart rate zone and bringing it back down, going right back up. But let me tell you about the jump rope. That's not what you're going to get from swimming, what you're not going to get from running, all right? When you're not trampolining, you may get the same effects. I love jumping on the trampoline, hitting those backflips. But jumping rope is a certain type of intelligence. It's an athletic move, right? You got to be able to coordinate your body in space. You got to know where your limbs are at when you're in space, right? And then not just that, you have to be able to have timing. You got to be working on your coordination. This is going to open up a whole lot of neural pathways in your mind. A lot of people say they haven't jumped rope since recess. You got to take yourself back to that adolescent state, right? That young mind, and say, hey, I can do it. Let me just go ahead and try. As a kid, as a child that's trying to learn how to walk, they're not worried about what no one else is thinking. Their main goal is to try to walk. All right. This is what you want to do. You see yourself doing it. You just got to put it in the work. You got to put in the work. So many benefits to just jumping rope, for just taking on the challenge for 30 days. These things, like Will said, he still jump ropes to this day. Tyler says he still jump ropes to this day. Not for 30 days straight, of course, but they know they got options. You got to have tools in the toolbox ready to use. It's a rainy day. You can't get after it. No excuses. You got that rope, baby. That rope is now your new dope. Get addicted to it, keep it on hand, a minimalistic mindset, push-ups, a pull-up bar, and a jump rope. You'll get the job done. You'll stay in shape, and you'll look good doing it too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, even you might think that, getting going, you might not have the skill set, but you'll develop it as you just get going. It's basically just like you said, you got to get started. You got to get started somewhere, and then you will develop the coordination. You will develop the understanding of your body in you will develop all of these skill sets, the neural pathways, all of it. So if you don't have it, this is a great way to just start boosting the wins that you get every day.
Yes.
Like,
the wins, yes.
You will start to win every time you try. That's it. Recognize the small wins, you know. Getting up and trying it is a win.
And let me tell you, once again, I started this off by myself, posting them daily. And a lot of the rope jumps I did, I look back on, I'm like, why the hell did I post that? A lot of influencers are not posting the struggle. A lot of people are talking about motivation and they're having a hard time getting up at 5 a.m. They hitting the snooze button, you know what I mean? I was showing that struggle. And it's still always going to be those battles, but you have to overcome them. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress. And I was able to be vulnerable online, showing my jump rope. And then I can also look back on my content and say, hey, look how far I came. In comparison, I have learned a whole lot more moves, right? So it's a language that we're speaking. Once again, I'll bring it back to being a kid. When you're trying to learn how to talk, you want something. You're trying to find words and how to pronounce it, the tonality of how you're going to get it right if you're angry. My son, he used to say good morning in the most aggressive way. I never knew why he why he did that. Like, but he didn't know which tone to use. He's like, come on in! And just be so intense, but he means good. He means good by it, all right? So it's trying to find your flow. In the beginning, when you get that speed rope, it's going to influence you to go fast, right? I got a speed rope, got to go fast. But that's like putting Madden on super hard and you never played football before, right? So you want to take your time. The best rope to get that just want to give you some feedback is a heavier rope. Take it back once again to like 5th grade when you had those beaded ropes. Why did they give us the beaded ropes in jump rope, right? I mean in 5th grade. Because they were easier to control. When you slow it down, keeping the hands by the hips and really focusing on your form rather than going for fast. We want quality instead of quantity, all right? So those are things that can deter you from being your possible best if you're always looking and comparing yourself to the great ones, right? To start off where you're starting off at, nice and slow. Once again, take yourself back to that childlike mentality and just say, hey, I'm gonna work out for these 30 days. Either it's going to be 10 skips. If I find my groove after 10 skips, I'm going to work for 10 minutes. And then you're going to have other moves along the way. You're going to have some crossovers. You're going to have some footworks. I'm always going to add more on your plate as more that you keep digesting, right? I'm going to keep putting more and more. And you may become overwhelmed. But at the minimum, once again, 10 skips. We're working on being consistent. All right. So look forward to that jump rope challenge. I want to make this one the biggest one of the year. It's the Halloween theme, so get your costumes ready, right? But we're taking it back once again to being a kid and having fun and just loving the moments of life. So get you a Halloween costume because there will be some bonus points in there as well. We talked about that jackpot, so if you're looking for some cash at the end, we're going to have that. Trophies will be at the end, bragging rights, all that good stuff will be at the end. This is a challenge for all ages. It's for you. We can make adjustments along the way, but we have to stay committed for those 30 days, man. Will, when you first did it, like the first week, what was going on through your head?
I believe the first time I did the jump rope challenge, that was probably 2021. I think it was the August jump rope challenge. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I got the jump rope. I'm kind of confident, I'm cocky, I'm the coach already. I'm thinking like, yeah, how hard can it be jump rope? You know, I already know what I'm doing here. So we get out there. First couple days is easy. You know, I think we had us doing like 10 minutes a day, which wasn't bad. It's kind of a push when you first get out there. You're not really so used to just jumping for 10 minutes straight. So, but there's a lot of moves that you can stay busy dancing around, move the rope around. Kind of, you take your breaks in between as you jump. You just set a timer 10 minutes, and then you just do what you can. Some days I found that I'd have the energy to push and go the whole 10 minutes. Some days I found like, man, I'd be kind of tired, but I still get it done. But it wasn't really until we started getting to like some of those difficult moves that I started to get frustrated. I think there was one, it's called like a switch cross.
Switch cross.
Man, that one was kicking my ass, I'm not gonna lie. And I got pretty frustrated. I could not do it. So I kind of skipped that day. I kind of just did my 10 minutes. I tried it for like 10 minutes and I just couldn't do it. But there were a lot of benefits that I noticed. Like the first couple of days, I noticed my calves get really sore, so you want to make sure that you're stretching.
Yes.
But I found that like during my runs, after I started jump roping, maybe that first week or 2 weeks, it felt like I had more endurance, felt like I could run faster, felt like I was running stronger. So I could definitely tell that it was helping with my cardiovascular system, and I really enjoyed that. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge. I did make it past those moves. I kind of, I just had this fire within me. Some of those moves, they were so frustrating that it was just like, man, you know what? Fuck the 10 minutes. I have to stay out here until I figure this. I'm gonna figure this move out. It's just a jump rope. So I remember one day, it was like 1 hour maybe, I just spent outside just trying to get the move. Finally got the switch cross. I think I had actually kind of fell off of the challenge. And I was like, man, I kind of got deterred for a little bit, and I was like, I took a couple of days off because I think we had like 6 days or something. So I took a couple of days off. I was like, man. And then it was like on the last day, I was like, you know what? I think I might have tuned into some jump roping content. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out there, and I'm gonna like master all the moves. So I spent like an hour, started figuring out all the moves, figured it all out, and then I was back in the challenge, and it was awesome. Definitely gave me a sense of confidence in myself that I was able to get past that challenge, and now I had acquired new skills, and I had these new techniques that I still use today when I jump rope. Try to go back through and remember all those moves. And it was fun, man. It's definitely a challenge that you can do. It's very minimalistic. That's why I like the jump rope, and I like this minimalistic approach to fitness because it doesn't take much. A lot of people think like, oh, like I have to get a gym membership and a trainer and all this type of stuff and these videos and this coaching program, but if you really just go back to like that 1980s, 1970s approach to fitness, it's like minimalistic stuff, push-ups, pull-ups, going for a run, doing some jump rope, all simple stuff that it doesn't require a lot of equipment, and the stuff that you can do from home. I found myself in a situation too where it was like 2020, they closed down all the gyms, but at first it was like, it was kind of coming up to me like, man, there's no gyms, but I started figuring out ways because I knew I wanted to keep my fitness, so I kind of reverted to this minimalistic lifestyle of doing jump rope, doing calisthenics, going for runs, and just making use of what I had. And in that time, I found myself in the best physical shape, whereas a lot of people around me were like, they had gained a lot of weight and they just got in like a horrible shape over the course of that year. A lot of people are still suffering from, falling off in their fitness in that time. I still have that 15 pounds. And I was able to find a way through by just sticking to the bare minimums and doing minimalistic workouts like jump rope.
Yeah, definitely. A lot about jump rope, a lot about it. And what Will was expressing earlier was how he was struggling to maintain. He had to take some days off. And of course, that's part of the process of the lifestyle. But with the challenge, see, you want to continue to keep on going because it's only for 30 days. And what I found out through doing the jump rope challenge, that if I even offer 1 day off, people will take advantage of it and they start to sink. So I want to keep it 30 days straight. I want to keep it at a minimum of 10 minutes. I can't be there with you. So it's not like it's a big accountability of, you got to jump the entire time for 10 minutes. That's a tough task to ask, even for an expert like me to be out there jumping for 10 minutes straight. So either 10 skips or you just put a clock on and you really just have that rope in your hand trying to accomplish something. You're looking and you're jumping for a purpose, right? You're looking for a way to continue to keep winning and challenging your excuses when that clock says, I only got 30 seconds left, I should quit now. No, you continue to keep going for that duration of that time. Whatever you got, you continue to keep on going. And my man Will, he said it once again, that he was having a hard time. I had a hard time with it when I first kicked it off, but Instagram held me accountable as well, right? I got to continue to keep on posting. Hey, Jarrell, what's going on? I felt that purpose to continue to keep on posting the content. I wanted you guys to see what I was up to. Like I said, some of the jumps I was doing wasn't what I was proud of, but I just wanted you guys to see that. So Jump Rope Challenge, Monday, October 2nd, 25 to participate. Jackpot at the end, jump dinner at the end. trophies, prizes, all that good stuff at the end. But it's all about that first step. It's all about that first day. It's all about getting that rope and being ready when the time comes. All right. So I'll see you at the Jump Rope Challenge. Follow me on Instagram, Keep Pushing Kal-El. Follow me on Facebook, Jarrell Kal-El, and then the same with Snapchat. You probably don't want the Snapchat. You know, I've been talking a whole lot of crap on the Snapchat. You know, I don't think you really want all that. But if you do, you can find me at These Nuts. That
A little behind the scenes action. Huh?
no nuts. Keep Pushing Kal-El as well. That's everywhere. Even the Venmo.
Even the Venmo.
Keep Pushing Kal-El. Check it out. It's coming soon.
Yes.
Nice.
Good times as always with the very comical Jarrell Kal-El.
Yeah.
Keep Pushing Fitness, man. Aside from that, what are you up to these days, man? Still training?
Still training. Still grinding. Still rocking and rolling. Still posting the content. Currently, I'm working at the Croc Center, Salvation Army. That's a good spot. Division in 28th Street. We are having some great discounts on classes. I do teach private boxing there as well. One of the main spots that I'm at right now is Mayweather Boxing, which is out there on 68th Street. Definitely want to check that one out. I'll be teaching Wednesday nights at 6:30. So I'm still doing the boxing. Haven't stopped doing that. So you can find me there, Mayweather Boxing on 60th in Kalamazoo. Make sure you give me a shout out too after you take one of those classes and let everybody know I done put you on there, okay?
Yes. So yeah, man. I mean, Tyler, do you have anything to add in on this conversation, or?
Man, all I can say from my experience when I did the Jump Rope Challenge, I made a couple YouTube videos, or some videos like I put on my social media along the way, and man, that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. You know, like at first I was like, oh yeah, Jump Rope Challenge, oh this is great. It was like I was at that time like a peak in my fitness. I was working out like 2 to 3 times a day. I was training with Spencer, had a couple clients and all that stuff all at the same time, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. Man, there was some night I was like, man, I guess I'll just get the jumps in. But man, that special move of the day, like I'm sitting there trying, hitting my shins, and I'm like twisting, and like it gets you. It's a mental challenge, and but yeah, like Will said, like some jumps will like maybe discourage you sometimes because you're just like, I see all these people, they're posting it, they got it, I can get it. You know, you're just like, but you know, you just gotta keep cool, keep practicing. It is persistence, you know. You feel crazy cool. There's a video. I was like, I was on my Instagram and my TikTok where I was like talking and doing some motivational
posted
thing.
it on Snapchat as well.
Yep, posted on there. I was like, I did a move and I was like, whoa! Like I didn't actually expect to get that. Like, like you feel so great when you like accomplish those moves that you didn't like think you were gonna get. And like, so yeah, it's like, it's that boost.
It's
and
a good
it's
confidence
good.
booster, man. Something so simple, so basic, the rope, like, we're gonna have to find some history of how this came to be about. Like, who said, yo, I'm gonna jump some rope and I'm gonna keep on jumping it because it's getting my heart rate up. This is some tough stuff. Like, what was it, the Mayans that had like the basketball thing when they had the rim on the side of the wall, and it was like, I can see what some of these things derive from, but what warrior, it probably wasn't even a warrior, it was probably a mom or something, right? Got a lot of things going on. She probably made it out of a ponytail or something. Like, where did this jump rope come from? That's what I want to know. I don't think I ever researched who or where, like this object. The aliens may have dropped something so simple down here, right? The perfect rope, something. Like, where did we start off with it? Like, what equipment?
Tail.
A cow's tail, some
right.
hair. What is it? Not bamboo, what is that thing called? The vines, right? Some type of vine, like Tarzan style. Like, how did this come to be? But it's here now. When we're using it, why not continue to keep building on it. I'm gonna put it in a time capsule. That's what I'm gonna do for the next century. Let them know this is all we were using to stay in shape.
Right.
In the 2000s.
So that would be like an NFT, a jump rope.
The jump rope. What is that? Like an old wall phone or something. Like, what is that? It's a jump rope. Nowadays they got a machine that does everything for you. All you gotta do is just jump. You just jump and this machine is twirling you around. You don't have to use your hands or anything like that. But that would be a good little discovery. Are you looking that up?
I am. They've got multiple ideas.
So many people believe that they discovered jump rope, but we all know it was your boy Jarrell Kal-El. I'm the one who invented jump for heart. I am the guy. I'm playing. I didn't do that. Let me not take credit for that. But Jump with Jarrell, the 30-day jump rope challenge. That's, of course, me straight from the brainola. I got you when you're ready to sign up, all right? Don't let me come knocking at your door.
The Chinese rope makers invented it as a part of their New Year's celebration and called it the 100 rope jumping game, or 100 threads. Then we got another one. Rope skipping or jump rope originated in the Netherlands and made its way across the Atlantic in the 1600s. Dutch settlers were America's first jump ropers.
All right, so between the Dutch and the Chinese, I'm willing to put it on the Dutch. And here's the reason why I say the Dutch. Have you ever seen the shoes? You seen the shoes? And the Dutch dancers, they got footwork, baby. They got footwork. When China has made a lot of good stuff, probably this pot and everything, the table. I don't want to give them the jump rope. Give the Dutch something. The Dutch got to have it, all right? They got some good shoes. They got the tulips, and now they got the rope. Shout out to you, Dutch.
Justification.
What was that?
He said, that's some good justification. He said, all right. So
we got to make it even.
Yeah.
The Cossack, the squat?
Yeah, the
they
Cossack
made that, the
squat,
Dutch?
That's another.
The Dutch.
Well, I think the Cossacks. It's over
Oh,
there.
I think the Cossacks.
I
didn't know that was
Yes, they do. It's kind of
country.
Kind of like almost a squat kick or like a,
Wow. Okay, I can see that happen. I thought that was like the Russians. They would kind of put their hands together and just
Right.
with the MC Hammer pants on. And they got the big old hat on. Hey. And then they got a rope. Hey. Do the dance. Do the dance. Crip walking and whatnot. And the Crips took that from there, but they was too lazy for it because they didn't have strong hamstrings. So they was like, let me just shorten it up. Shorten up the range of motion, right? So everything's stolen from someone, right? So
Sure.
maybe the Dutch didn't have the ropes. Maybe they took it from the Indians.
There's another one here that says jump rope activity can be traced back to 1600 AD when the Egyptians used vines for jumping.
I told you, I knew it. It just wasn't made for that purpose. Someone was like, yo, let's jump this vine. Something happened.
Yeah.
I wish I was there when the first person discovered it. Once again, I don't even think it was a man who discovered jump rope. A lot of inventions, I feel like a woman came up with it, like babies. They made that up. I made it up in my belly. The man was like, what is that? It's yours. Okay. I'll take it. Inventions. Who did it? We never know. History is always changing. That's why we're recording podcasts. Let you know where it derived from, where it started.
Exactly.
We have the content right here. This is where we're stirring it up. At Eden's Calf, baby.
Let's go.
Giving you the rope, giving you the content, giving you everything you need.
Filling your cup. Ish.
Where did the name Eden come from? Is it Garden of Eden?
Yeah, that's where we got the plants.
Huh.
Yeah.
The plants.
Yeah, all around us.
Like a garden.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you have to fight for that name?
Nope. Nope.
It's just so simple. Boom. That seems like that name is used a lot because it's in the Bible, right? So you would think, but then it's like it was a sign from God at the ministry at that. Like, God, what? Stop playing at the ministry. And they didn't have no doubt about that. They say, hell yeah, let's do it. I mean, didn't mean to say that. Right. Hell yeah. Wait, didn't mean to. We're a little excited here.
No, that's chilling. But yeah, nah, it's really cool because like again, the name does attract like quite a few people just because they're like, oh man, I heard like Eden Cafe, I had to come through check it out.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
A lot of
it's
Christians.
yeah, absolutely, and it's a great community.
Religion is definitely big. They'll tell
God
one
is
person at
good.
the church, and
Yep,
everybody's
yep.
flooding in support. So
God's warriors.
that's what I'm
God's warriors, yes.
fueled by the caffeine.
yeah.
Let's read script 95. Guzzle some coffee, get to them scripts.
Get to them scribes, boy.
I swear the world runs.
The world runs on Duckins, huh?
Can we say that legally? Can we say that?
I won't come at you. They won't come at us, I guess.
But this
Maybe.
is, I wish you guys have to, if there's someone out there that wants to join in on the podcast, you need to hit up, is it Tyler Wellness? Are you still going by that?
Yeah, yep.
So that's
on
one of the
social.
pages, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Well, that's primarily the only page I'll be accessible through right now.
because I had lost my Instagram. I got hacked. You guys, I got hacked. All right, don't click on no funky links that's going to say, hey, we're going to make you a celebrity overnight or anything like that. We're going to get you to
Verification.
verify you over. You know what I mean? Don't fall for it. Don't listen to none of that. Earn it. It's all earned. You're not going to just be giving it. Everything's taken. Remember that. So.
Nigerians.
You
Got you.
think? Did you see the
I
profile?
don't know. There's a lot of Nigerian
That-
scammers
that-
going on.
Yeah, I can believe that, but
Scam
Yeah, so like what happens, like they got one of my friends, and then using my friend's account, they tried to get me. But I was like, this friend doesn't talk to me the way that they were talking to me.
Right.
And I was like, what? This is odd. And then so I just asked them like a verifying question, like, so when's the last time like we like chatted? Just something very basic that the person should know. They had no information. But like a lot of people, again, like they won't like, it looks like your friend. They'll hit you up. They'll be like, hey, something, I need, or like, hey, something, click this link. There's a photo of you that you need to see or something. There's
so
a
let
lot.
me tell you exactly how they got me.
Yeah, what that?
They used an Instagram cover. So I thought it was Instagram DMing me. So the link, everything, once I hit the link, I seen everything just looked legit. It's first you glance over it. You don't really read over everything and really take the time. And they caught me just waking up. Just woke up. I seen it. I was like, inbox. I'm like, oh, okay. They finally go and give me my credit for that one video that had 1 million views. I was like, yeah, it's about time.
Man.
So I looked at it and I'm like, let me see. Click on it. And I opened it up and everything was, like I said, it looked legit. Instagram background and the words on it. Everything just looked legit. So it said, click this. And once it became funky, after I clicked it, it wasn't sending me the right information back. So I filled it out, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but almost 6 times. I'm like, man, this thing is not working. I was so focused. This is what happens when you get so focused on the goal. You don't let nothing, even the red flags are going off around you. Hey, blowing whistle. You're like, no, shut up. I'm trying to get verified. You guys shut up. I don't care what's going on right now, right?
Yeah.
I need to get focused. So red flags were going off, and tunnel vision was right there. Verify. So they was like, yo, send your social security number. I'm like, no problem. I'm playing. That's not what happened.
I was gonna say.
That's not what happened. What they asked for was it was an app that created
Authenticator.
yes, an authentication app. So you get that and you go into your settings on Instagram and you change it just in case you get hacked. It's harder for them to hack you. But the hackers flopped it on me, right? They was like, if you get this and then give us your authentication number, we'll be able to get you verified. I didn't know the process of getting verified. Once again, I still blame it on me having a foggy head after that nap, waking up thinking one of my dreams are coming true. Like I'm getting closer and closer. Maybe I'll get some subscribers. Maybe I get some sponsors. Like I'm tunnel vision once again. Red flags are going off. And I went and got the verification app, downloaded it, sent them probably like 2 numbers. After the second number was received, my account shut down. was like, what the heck is going on? I couldn't. It said log back in. So I kept trying to log in, and it was not logging in. I was able to get to my secondary page, which is my Can't Stop, Won't Stop page, and I went to go see if my account was still available, my Jarrell Keep Pushing, and it was a whole new profile picture on there. My heart dropped, tunnel vision went out, and the people who just said, I told you so, was like, I told you so. Like, all the red flags, people was like, and people is me. The things in my head that I'm just ignoring, that little voice, you know, just kind of was like, yeah, you deserve this. We try to tell you, we try to tell you, and this is what happened. But the funny thing about that, right? Sometimes a loss is a maybe. It's not always like, oh man, it's going to be hard to come up. After that, I don't know how I'm going to bounce back. What happened was it's like a clear of space. That's kind of how I felt. Like I was hoarding all of my old trophies, like all my accomplishments. I would go back and look at them, and it's like a clean slate. Like the jump rope challenges I previously had on there. I didn't have none of that in my archives no more on Instagram. So I was able to start from a fresh page, and seeing what this guy or this person has done to my old page. They ended up getting like 100K. Once again, probably with some bots or something like that. But just seeing how he was able to turn my page into a money-making machine, right? Because he was probably tunnel vision too. Like, I need to make some money. I don't care who gets hurt. So seeing what he done with my page, it's like me jumping into an unhealthy body and saying, hey, I know how to fix this. And that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like he jumped into my page and said, hey, I'm going to make some money off stuff that you're not using. Your people that you got, I'm going to show you what you can do. So I humbled myself. I calmed down. I was like, you know what? I wasn't doing nothing really with my page, but having fun with it. Now it's time to make do with the talents I got, right?
Yeah,
Say,
absolutely.
use your talents. So I was like, all right, we need to come back, refurbish my page, and we're going to hit it hard. So I've been posting nonstop content, and that's how I kind of linked up with these guys. They're telling me exactly what to put up on there. He's going to show me how to make a funnel. Like, I got a whole new mindset of what, because it's real estate, it's digital real estate, pretty much, right? He took over my business, and now he's pumping stuff out to my clientele, the hacker. So now I got to do the same thing with mine. Is just continue to pump out content and feel good about what I'm doing. So it was just a clearing of space, and I'm not looking at it as a loss. It was something that needed to happen.
Mm-hmm. Man, I can say, like, that's insane to think. Like, I never thought of the perspective, like, these hackers, they literally will take your account, and then because you have trust and because you are someone who is doing something, they know how to make money off it.
Right.
And they immediately jump in, just like, oh yeah, let's make money with this guy's influence. Like,
exactly. More money than I ever seen having an account for 4 years, right? I'm going to show you what you can do with your body.
Right. Like,
It was like, what? How did you? Mine was blown. But once I seen that from a, I guess, criminal mindset, my perspective changed. My heart was boiling, because it felt like he went into my house and he took all my family portraits, right? And then he replaced my face with his or something like that. I was just thinking of all the stuff. I was like, this is not going to get me anywhere. What is his purpose? Because he's not trying to hurt me on a personal level. He's doing this for business. This guy doesn't know me. I was trying to think in my head, like, who could have done this? Who could have hacked my stuff? I remember I told one of my friends, I said, I got hacked, and they just started laughing. I was like, it probably was them. It probably was them. They know now. You know what I mean? Like, all my stuff is in there. So I had to let go of those thoughts because it wasn't serving me. And I was like, what can I do now? And I use that as fuel. I use that failure as fuel to say, yo, I need to really use my platform now. I got this digital space. Let's get after it now. Let's not play around. Let's make sure we change our passcodes. All you guys out there, at least once a month, change your passcodes, right? I got a book and I keep changing them. Once a month, all my accounts, especially when it comes with money, you got to make sure you change those account passwords. And typically what I've been using is whatever they recommend. So it's a long one, funky letters, and I write it down. All right, keep it just like that. So sometimes a loss is really not a loss, man. It's just a lesson. And that's how I took it as. And now I was like, we're gonna find another way now. It's another avenue. Mm-hmm. Less to hold on to. That's how I felt. Like I was holding on to my old trophies. Hey guys, look at this, what I did in 2020. I went to Germany. You see this? Let me reshare it. I can't reshare that no more. It's all new.
Man, that's,
you see the struggle again.
man, like, I mean, one, I'm glad that you're in a better place mindset-wise now, like, even hearing you talk about it and stuff, you know, I can tell it is something that obviously it's huge, because I know even myself personally, like, hearing how you went through it, I'm like, I could see that. Like, I could see how I would also be technically holding on to this account I created as a, like, extension of self.
Yes.
And now, like, someone comes in, takes that extension of self, and you're like, I could have been doing that with it, right? Or not even just I could have been doing those things with it, but like, now I can't. Like, they're taking this whole aspect of what I could have been doing, took it from me, showing me like all this stuff I could have been, and like, you're sitting there just like, wow, baffled.
Every now and then I kind of check on him, like, keep going, man.
Oh, really?
I check on the page. You can look at this page right now. He gas my account. I just blocked it for I
I
won't
think I
have to.
saw it inside the jump rope challenge.
Yeah, he's still in there. He got a nice little watch on, some bling, and he's just sitting up there like, I'm gonna make some money off your clientele. So I think back of when I had my MySpace. I think back of when I had the Tango. Was it Tango? There's another website. All these old websites we grew up with, especially my MySpace. I lost the password to that one. Then it got old. Like, all my old pictures is on there, gone. I think about the phones I had when I was making videos on my Nextel Chirp, gone. Like, memories are here. Like, I try to hold on to them through these platforms. And I was like, it gotta go. It gotta go. So just the clearing the space and holding on to that weight. Let's continue to keep on moving forward.
Man, that's like that's a spiritual lesson.
It is,
You
man.
know, I mean, people hold on to these versions of self, and it holds them down to, like, you know, like, it keeps them from their potential. Like,
I'm gonna cut my hair, you guys. That's
real?
another extension of my gone. You guys gonna see it on the next podcast. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be right in this chair. Tyler's gonna cut me up. He has way more talents than you guys need. Little ball fade right here, right? Get me together.
Hit me up as your barber. I got talents you don't even
I
know.
actually had a dream I had some waves and it's just buttery.
Yeah. You seen yourself doing it. How did it feel in the dream? Felt good, just
Yeah,
sitting there.
it was like this.
Anytime I had a dream I had cut my hair, I was panicking. I got up instantly. No, I can't. But now that we talk about this conversation, because I've been talking about this multiple times about cutting my hair, like just shaving this piece off or right here. You know, the monks, they got that ponytail right here. That's why I
Yeah.
kind of wanted to get the waves to the top, part of the back. Is that what they mow it type of thing? So that's one thing that's been popping in my head, but just an extension of self. Everybody knows me as having the dreadlocks, and it's been going on for about 8 years. I'm like, time to get a fresh start. And this is another thing that kind of pushed me into wanting to cut my hair is I work at the Croc Center, and when they have a lifeguard test in November. So I'm crossing my fingers. If I pass that, it's a tough one, but I feel like my hair is going to be some drag, and I want to have that good old egghead in the water, right? I want to be what's not aerodynamic. What is it?
The opposite of aerodynamic, or
Aqua dynamic. You guys let me know if I'm saying that right, all right? But yeah, I just want to be as smooth as possible when I'm in that water. So that's another thing. We're talking about self-identity. Everybody knows me by my hair. I feel like I need to make a little change.
yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I mean, you probably remember the phases when I had all the hair and I just cut one half, and then I cut the other half. Like, I just started slowly doing stuff like that. Like, I just cut like the whole side off, and like it was interesting because like it just was like, why would you do that? Why is it looks weird? It's like, I don't. It's just
Right,
dude's
it's hair.
it's mine.
Exactly.
It's the part of my, I guess, this concept of who I was. Just doing this is like an act of change.
It is.
And like, yeah, that was like it. We started off as one side, and I kept off like front, back side, and one side was cut. It looked weird. I was like,
You cut your hair yourself?
yeah.
See, in the mirror and say, this is on today.
Yep. I honestly, I've cut my hair. It's just been me cutting it for the last like 3 years.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. I do my lineups and everything. The
Yep.
barbers, man, you guys doing a good job because your lines are long.
Yeah. Oh, and my buddy Mike, he helps me out occasionally, but like that was in the beginning. He pretty much showed me like it's so simple, you know.
It is. I keep it
Yeah.
simple. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Like
So-
when it comes to the fades and stuff like that, that's when things get complex. But I'm just trying to keep it down, keep it even, keep a fresh line, and I'm good to go. that's out there. So that's coming up soon. Maybe even before the jump rope challenge, I might have my hair cut before then. So that'd be dope if I would do it on the podcast, not the actual cutting, like cleaning it up, but probably just chopping off the dreads for the most part. Just this part right here, and I had that back part.
You could definitely record it.
Yeah, that'd be good content.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that'd be real good. If we had a podcast, I'm sitting here, getting my hair cut, and you guys are just talking or something. I don't know. maybe not in the car because it's food. So. Now that I think about it.
This food is lined up in the coffee shop.
In the coffee
Hey,
shop. You guys got a back room back there, like a private,
we got upstairs. We got some meeting spots we could use.
that would be dope.
Yeah, or just I guess go in our other spot back there. You know.
A space away from the food, but that's to come. More stuff coming to the next podcast. So I hope you guys found some information that you can use, some motivation. Maybe give us some feedback as well. This what thrives. This is what we thrive on is the feedback. Whatever you guys may have seen from your perspective, go ahead and comment, like, and share whatever you may have seen. Right?
Absolutely. I guess we're thinking about wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, make sure you guys join the 30-day October Jump Rope Challenge. It's your boy, Professor Ill Will, CEO of New Wave Coaching.
Tyler Wellness here, helping open-minded individuals make themselves a priority and turn their talents to income. And also, again, don't forget to get a costume for that October challenge. I might be going as Luffy from One Piece. We'll see. But Jarrell?
Yep, and don't forget about, once again, that Jump Rope Challenge Monday, October 2nd. It's your boy Jarrell Kal-El signing out with the Keep Pushing Perch, finding your purpose.
Peace.